Okay, so here we go, and today is the day that these two bikes behind me that I bought at auction for just £184 get a real good clean-up, and I take them for an MOT to find out if the repairs I've done have now made them roadworthy. The regular viewers of this channel, you'll be all too familiar with how much of a mess these bikes are and what work I've done to get them back on the road. But for people who are new to the channel, let's take a look at what I'm working with. First up is my Yamaha XVS 250 Dragstar, which cost me just £102, so it is the more expensive of the two bikes. I've replaced the ignition, the tank lock, the battery lock, and I've stripped down the carb and cleaned it and connected up all the vacuum lines. And as you can see, this thing is pretty grubby all over. It's got a bit of rust here or there, but overall it wasn't in too bad of a shape. It is just a bit grubby. And next up we've got the Moto ZSF 125, which was just £82, but you can see why. It is a total mess. It is covered in rust and corrosion and dirt and grime and grubbiness. It is literally looks like it has been kept underwater. However, out of the two bikes, this one was the one that started up with the least amount of trouble. I've changed the clutch cable. I've also repaired the switch bank for the indicators, and I also fitted the ignition, tank lock and battery lock. So now you've seen what I'm working with, I'm going to jump straight to it, and I'm going to get these mouldy saddlebags off the Moto and start rubbing down the rust on them front forks. Let's go! Okay, so got a bit of ahead of myself there. As I was getting the saddlebags off, I decided to start going around it with a detailing brush and some engine cleaner and just trying to loosen up some of the dirt, the grub, the grime and the debris. My dad's actually doing the Yamaha back there, so we're kind of doing them both at the same time. I'll get some clips of that along the way. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to hit it with a pressure washer to try and blow all the dirt and the grime and everything off it. Then I'm going to hit it with the snow foam, get around it with a mitt and another detailing brush, rinse it all back down, and then we'll start with the finer bits. So let's go! bikes are behind me now, nice and clean. I lost a bit of footage of the Yamaha there, all the polishing work and everything that I did due to some technical issues with with the memory card. But the bikes are nice and clean. They're about as clean as I'm going to manage to get them. So let's take a look at how they're looking now. That is them. I'm quite impressed with how they've turned out, considering I've only got a few hours into cleaning and polishing them. Are they immaculate? No. I mean, I could spend hours and hours going around them and cleaning all the other little bits and nooks and crannies and that, but I just don't really have the time for that. So, I mean, they're a hell of a lot better than what they were. They're a million miles from where they were when I picked them up. So, you know, I'm really impressed with how they've turned out with not a huge amount of effort. Yes, there's a few bits I wish I'd done differently. I actually went ahead and used a bit of chrome paint to tidy up the Lex Moto, and I should have taken the parts off and rubbed them back first, because it does look like I've covered them in tin foil. I mean, you probably saw it when I give you the walk around, but let's have a quick look at that. I mean, even from a distance you can see that is pretty bad, and as you get up close, I mean, that is terrible. That's just a proper botch job. I shouldn't have done that, but I did. Not much I can do about that now other than taking it off and roughing it all down and spraying it, but I'm probably not going to bother with that now. That can be the new owner's problem. The next time I got two bikes on the go, I'll probably just clean them up one by one, because logistically that was a bit of a nightmare. I kept jumping from one to the other and back and back. You know, I probably could have done a better job if I'd done the two of them together, but hey ho, it is what it is. Now it is time to, well, first I've got to fix the rear indicator on the Yamaha, and then it's time for the MOT. So you'll join me in a minute where I will be taking them to an MOT centre and we'll see how they got on. They are in the hands of the MOT tester now. I've absolutely no idea if they're going to pass, if they're going to fail. I'm hopeful that they'll pass, but who knows? You just literally don't know what could happen. You know, I'm not an MOT tester, I'm not a mechanic. I'm just a guy having a go. And to be fair, you know, I've done nothing other than get those bikes running. So whether or not they will pass, we will find out. I got a couple of hours to kill now while I wait, but it's going to seem about 3 seconds for you guys watching this. So let's go. So, moment of truth time. I found a way to kill a few hours. I went for a bit of a barnet chop and a tidy up. So let's go get the bikes. I've had the call, they're ready. I don't think it's good news, but we'll see. Well, here they are, fresh from the MOT, and the news is about as gloomy as the weather today. It is not good, really not good. They failed bad. Let me run you through it. First up is the Lex Moto, 2 knackered valve stems, and the rear brake mechanism is all seized, which means there's a bunch of things that go wrong with that. Chain is excessively tight, horn is not working, it is now because I've plugged it back in. And a couple of minor advisories. So bad, but not too bad. I can fix that all pretty damn easily. And this one is the shocker. I was expecting the Yamaha to do better than the Lex Moto, but it's about as bad as it gets. Suspension arm fractured near side rear. How the hell didn't I notice that? Tyre has ply or cord exposed rear. Didn't notice that either. So, I mean, obviously I did not give this bike a very good look around after I cleaned it. I just kind of was like, yeah, okay, it's all good. And my optimism was very short-lived. So, I mean, I've learned a lot from this MOT procedure. And there's still more things wrong. So let me get into what I would say is probably the worst thing wrong with the Yamaha. Because even if I could get another swing arm to replace that one, I've still got this problem to deal with. Or not deal with, because I don't even know how you would fix this. Motorcycle structure inadequately repaired, such that the structural rigidity is significantly reduced. Frame repaired with body filler. Somebody has repaired this frame with body filler and painted over it. So the frame for the bike is absolutely screwed. That is not good news. The frame is absolutely screwed. It is, who repairs a frame with body filler? I mean, how do you even fix that? I mean, what are my options? Get a new frame and put all the parts on it, which I'm not going to do. Or strip this entire thing down. Get the frame chopped and welded. I don't even know if that's a thing. Can you do that? And then I'd still have to find a new rear swing arm. So this is not good news. I mean, I think the Yamaha might actually be dead. So even though I fixed it and got it running, it's not really looking viable. It doesn't sound like it's ever going to go through an MOT. I mean, the Lex Moto I'm not too concerned about because, well, that's a little bit of fiddling with the brakes and some new tyres, which is annoying because I just filled the old ones full of tyre weld. So that's going to be a difficult tyre change. But we won't worry about that for a minute. The Yamaha is a big problem now. I mean, it seems such a shame because obviously I cleaned the bike up really nice. It runs okay, it rides fine. You know, I was just starting to really like that bike. But what on earth am I going to do? So, to answer the question, no, neither of these bikes are roadworthy. I thought I might get one. I genuinely thought the Yamaha might. But obviously I did not pay close enough attention to what they actually need to get through an MOT. I just got them running. So, bit of learning for next time. But on that note, I'm gonna have to leave this video there because there is nothing more I can do right now. I'm gonna have to go away and think about one, what I'm gonna do with the Yamaha, and two, what's next for the Lex Moto. So thank you for watching this video, and obviously if you like what I'm doing and you want to see what's coming next, then make sure you subscribe to the channel. And a big thanks to everybody who's watching my videos regularly and you already are subscribed to the channel because you're really helping me keep this thing going. So if anybody has any ideas, make sure you comment what on earth I might be able to do to save the Yamaha. But until then, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.